The amount money will I procure through AdSense? In case you're taking a gander at Google's AdSense program, you're unquestionably asking yourself the amount you could make from such a program, and you likely figure you can't make as much as possible from customary promoting plans. Google, obviously, keeps a lot of mystery with respect to the amount AdWords publicists pay per each snap coordinated to their webpage, and the equivalent applies for the amount AdSense pennant holders make from their sites. While there's not all that much, gossipy tidbits flow around the internet concerning the measure of money a site can procure by utilizing AdSense. What's more, numerous individuals wrongfully uncover the amount they have been making with AdSense. There are accounts of individuals raising more than $1,000 for every month utilizing AdSense. There are additionally accounts of individuals surpassing $100,000 every month, except it's somewhat difficult to accept such stories. Reality to the issue is that on the off chance that you have a little site and you simply need it to help itself, and don't wish to arrive at your pocket for its support costs, you can likely do this with AdSense. AdSense is additionally excellent for individuals who have a great deal of pages. Regardless of whether the said pages don't create a great deal of traffic independently, every snap checks and you can bring in up with a ton of cash by doing this. Furthermore, that just goes to demonstrate that occasionally amount matters almost as much as quality. Who knows how much cash you will make by utilizing Google's AdSense? However, you can kind of tell for yourself, before really beginning, by thinking about a couple of things. To begin with, is the measure of visits you get each day. While it is extremely unlikely to appraise definitely on this, you can by and large make a protected presumption that on the off chance that you have a great deal of snaps every day, you'll be taking in substantial income. Likewise, this relies upon what is the issue here. On the off chance that your site is tied in with anything famous, music, sex, whatever, will undoubtedly get a great deal of flag clicks. These have a coefficient related with them, called the center navigate proportion. Essentially, what it means is that if a huge extent of your site's guests click the promotions, you'll be getting more cash. Also, the most ideal approach to do this is to have some mainstream content in your site, guaranteeing the connections direct clients towards famous things too. At that point, obviously, there's the position and number of advertisements on your site. While you would prefer not to try too hard, having numerous connections will without a doubt produce more pay for you as a website admin. Don't anyway accept that in the event that you simply add a ton of promotions in a significant bit of your site, guests could generally skip them, and be guaranteed that many do exactly that. There's something between a workmanship and a science to situating your promotions. Individuals for the most part look in specific spots and never look in others, and realizing this, a site creator or potentially website admin can do a lot of things to build his income with AdSense. All things considered, the measure of cash you make with AdSense relies upon numerous variables. In any case, on the off chance that you have a site with intriguing substance and additionally numerous pages, and on the off chance that you see a continually huge measure of traffic each day, you can wager you'll be raking in boatloads of cash with AdSense. Regardless of whether you're not in the above classes, AdSense is as yet worth utilizing in light of the fact that there's almost no problem in setting it up, and ordinarily it can help monetarily uphold the site, while being a pleasant reward to get past the post toward the month's end. Situating of adverts. In the wake of utilizing AdSense for some time, you probably started to inquire as to whether there's anything you could do to improve your AdSense-based profit. In any case, before you continue exploring different avenues regarding one or the other arrangement, you need to understand 2 or 3 things about situating. The main thing you should know is that there is no general position that is ensured to improve your income. That being stated, the part above about testing is intended to be taken in a real sense. You need to attempt the same number of arrangements as you can to discover the arrangement with the best advantage. In any case, obviously certain spots as a rule work better than others. Obviously, Google perceives this and they distribute a heat map of how much income promotions put in specific parts of the page can bring you. Testing is regularly the most ideal way you can discover what suits the subcognizant brain of your crowd. By and large, the most productive promotions are set inside the fundamental substance, for the most part directly above it. However, this is in no way, shape or form a standard, and there are a few exemptions for it. One realized exemption is having a news site or something like another site. On the off chance that this is your case, you will regularly find that you produce more profit by setting your promotions at the lower part of the substance, just before remarks start. This is on the grounds that as clients wrap up perusing a story, they have a short second where they're searching for something more to do. Furthermore, your AdSense promotions can offer them that something. Additionally, setting advertisements to one side of your page appears to work better practically constantly. Obviously, this is legitimate on the grounds that text is commonly composed from left to right, except if you come from specific nations where it's the opposite way around. Individuals will complete a sentence and return their eyes to one side position, which implies they have a higher possibility of recognizing your advertisements. Additionally, there's somewhat more to this at that point, simply having advertisements outwardly in the correct spot. In the event that you have more, at that point one advertisement you need to stress over where they're situated in the code also. What's more, there's an awesome explanation behind this worry. AdSense dispatches the advertisements in the request, it discovers them in the source. That implies that if the principal ad you have in the code isn't the one producing the most elevated income, you may before long begin to lose cash, rather than procure more. This is since, in such a case that AdSense doesn't have any longer promotions, it will enhance your space with public help advertisements or simply leave it clear inside and out. That implies that, in case you're unfortunate, you could wind up with your most productive areas not having any great advertisements whatsoever. To enhance your incomes. There are different issues with the number of promotions you should put in your site. The issue is that on the off chance that you have too much, rather than create more pay, you'll have a lower active visitor clicking percentage, as guests tend not to follow promotions from the spots where these come in abundance. You need to continually monitor how the clients associate with your site. Watch out for where the guests will be taking a gander at your site most. This is commonly where you need to utilize your first advertisements. Additionally, make an effort not to put advertisements in irritating situations, as that can ensure a lower active clicking factor. Obviously, you generally need to have advertisements that mix in with your substance and for the most part don't make the guest's quality on your site a terrible one. The key is giving a pleasant encounter to your guest, while producing incomes from their investigation. What's more, once more, eventually the best income will be acquired through a ton of experimentation. Make certain to utilize AdSense's channels include and be keeping watch for how certain advertisements in your pages are doing while modifying the situations to all the more likely enhancement your profit.